Before we dive into our discussion of faith, let's start by exploring your background and how your journey has led to your current path. Can you tell us a bit about yourself and your experiences with the United Nations?
Yes, thank you. So my name is Mauricio Artiñano. I grew up in Costa Rica and I actually attended Lincoln School. And while I was at Lincoln, I did Model United Nations programs and I took classes related to history and international relations. Several years after I graduated, I led a campaign to plant 5 million trees in Costa Rica. And the final tree, the symbolic final tree, we planted with who was then the president of Costa Rica and his cabinet, and the foreign minister came up to me afterwards and offered me a job with the Costa Rican diplomatic team at the United Nations, since we had just been elected to a term on the United Nations Security Council. I was very excited, but I was also in disbelief because I couldn't believe it. I was very young. And a week later, he reached out to me and interviewed me and eventually hired me for 2 years that I was in New York, helping to represent Costa Rica at the UN Security Council. It was a great opportunity, and I made a lot of contacts and I gained a lot of experience, so that after I finished my master's degree and I wanted to work in the UN, I reached out to those contacts and they gave me opportunities to start working with the UN in South Sudan. After South Sudan, I went to Somalia. And then after Somalia, for the last 6 years, I've been in Colombia with the United Nations mission that is supporting the peace process between the Colombian state and the former FARC guerrilla group.